Hello everybody, Friday, nearly the end of the week again. Where does the time go? I just don't know. Today I thought we'd do one of our story makers, because we haven't done that for a little while. So I'd like you to help me. And then what I thought was you could have a go at creating your own story, but rather than using something like this and writing it down, you could make some stick characters. So the characters in our story are going to be a frog, a toad, and a newt. All right, so 3 amphibian friends. So you could draw those and put them onto sticks, and those could be your stick puppets. And our setting is going to be a pond. So you could make a pond out of material or out of paper, depending on what you've got. And then we've got our problem, and our problem is going to be rain. So we've got a rain cloud there with lots of droplets of rain. And our solution is going to be the sunshine. Okay, so you could make a sunshine and put it on a stick. You could make a rain cloud with some rain and put it on a stick, and then you could tell a story using your props, and you could get somebody to video you telling your story so that it can go on to Evidence Me. Well, shall we start? How shall we start our story? How shall we start our story? Shall we start it one morning, one afternoon, one evening, one day? What do you think? One afternoon. Oh, I like that. That's a bit different, isn't it? We haven't done that one. One afternoon. Right, so actually, I would like to describe the afternoon. How could we describe the afternoon? What's the afternoon going to be like? I like that. Warm. Okay then. So one warm afternoon. Afternoon. Okay, so one warm afternoon. Who are our characters? Can you remember? That's right, we've got a frog, a toad, and a newt. What do you think they might be? What do you think they might be, those characters, if they're all together? Are they family? No, they can't be family, can they? Because they're not the same. They are the same because they are amphibians, but they are a bit different. They're a different species of amphibian. Yeah, they could be friends, just like you guys. So one warm afternoon. And how many of them were there? 1, 2, 3. Good. 3. I'm going to write the word 3. 3 friends. 3 friends. And where are they? Were swimming in the... Ooh. How could we describe the feeling of the pond? Cool, that's good. They like cool water, don't they? So we're swimming in the cool water of the pond. Now, when they're in the pond, because I think we could write a little bit more in here about what they're doing. So what are they doing in the pond? They're swimming. Yeah, they could be having fun, jumping. Oh, I like that idea, jumping off lily pads. Well, Frog and Toad might be jumping off the lily pads, mightn't they? Not sure the newt would. So let's read back what we've written so far so we can make sure it makes sense. One warm afternoon, 3 friends were swimming in the cool water of the pond. So we could put Frog was jumping from a lily pad. Frog was jumping from a lily pad. And what could Toad be doing? Yes, toads are a little bit lazy, aren't they? The toad could be having a rest on a rock. Toad was having a rest on a rock. And what about Newt? What could Newt be doing? Oh, yes, I like that idea, doing somersaults in the water. So let's read back what we've written so far to make sure it makes sense. One warm afternoon, 3 friends were swimming in the cool water of the pond. Frog was jumping from a lily pad. Toad was having a rest on a rock. Newt was doing somersaults in the water. They were having fun. Right. Shall we read it back to ourselves again before we do the next bit? One warm afternoon, 3 friends were swimming in the cool water of the pond. Frog was jumping from a lily pad. Toad was having a rest on a rock. Newt was doing somersaults in the water. They were having fun. And then we've got dun dun da. How could we describe that? Does anybody know a word that we could use for that dun dun da? We can still say our dun dun da, but it's that dun dun da moment. I've got it. We could use the word suddenly, because that takes us by surprise, doesn't it? So I'm going to write the word suddenly. Dun, dun, da. Okay. Suddenly, and I'm even going to put an exclamation mark there because it's like, oh, makes you jump. Suddenly, dun, dun, da. What happens to the sky when it starts to rain? Yeah, it goes grey and dark. So we're going to describe what it looks like. Suddenly, dun dun da, the sky turned very dark. Lots of black clouds could be seen. Then I'm going to have to move my paper around for a minute. So let's just read back what we've written. Well, I'll read back to you what we've written on that little bit. Suddenly, dun, 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 the sky turned very dark and lots of black clouds could be seen filling the sky. Toad felt a drop of rain. Then Frog felt a drop of rain. Then it started to pour down. Drop, 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 splashing into the pond. Let's read it back. Or actually, I'll read it to you. Just my hand's hurting a little bit and I can't hold it up. One warm afternoon, 3 friends were swimming in the cool water of the pond. Frog was jumping from lily pad to lily pad. Toad was having a rest on a rock. Newt was doing somersaults in the water. They were having fun. Suddenly, dun, 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 the sky turned very dark. Lots of black clouds could be seen filling the sky. Toad felt a drop of rain. Then Frog felt a drop of rain. Drip, drop, drip, drop. And then it started to pour down. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, splashing into the pond. The 3 friends hid in the pond, waiting for it to stop. Before long, the sun came out and dried up all the rain. And the 3 friends could play in the pond once more. And that is the end of our story. All right, I'll read it to you again. One warm afternoon, 3 friends were swimming in the cool water of the pond. Frog was jumping from lily pad to lily pad. Toad was having a rest on a rock. Newt was doing somersaults in the water. They were having fun. Suddenly, dun, 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 the sky turned very dark. Lots of black clouds could be seen filling the sky. Toad felt a drop of rain, and then Frog felt a drop of rain. Then it started to pour down. Drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, drip, drop, into the pond, splashing as it went. The 3 friends hid in the pond, waiting for it to stop. Before long, the sun came out and dried up all the rain, and the 3 friends could play in the pond once more. And that is the end of our story. So thank you for helping me write that story. You had some great ideas. Well, keep hold of those ideas. Make some characters, some stick puppets, and tell your own story using your puppets. Get somebody to take a picture or video and put it on Evidence Me for me, okay? And I really do look forward to seeing what you've been up to. And have a good weekend, and I'll see you next week. Bye!